now that it's completely dark out and the fact that I have been kind of working all day, let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome to TV and Tunes Tuesday, where I tell you about the things that I am watching and listening to that I think you need to too. There's a lot of twos and all of that. But let's get started with the TV aspect of things. This week is full of great things happening on TV. First, we have Andy Mitness starting his stint on The Flash as the Pied Piper, I think it is. I don't know, I'm just really excited because I like Andy Mitness and I've been a fan of his for a while. So I'm excited that that is happening on The Flash, which is one of my favorite TV shows right now. Then in awesome movie news, it was announced today that there are 4 fabulous funny ladies who are going to be starring in a reboot of Ghostbusters. And I'm really excited because it is Leslie Jones, Kate McKinnon, Kristen Wiig, and Melissa McCarthy. It is looking for a 2015 summer shoot date. So I'm thinking it'll probably be either a probably summer or fall, maybe hopefully Halloween 2016 release date, which is awesome. And it's very interesting to see the different reactions that this is getting. What I think is really interesting is that most of my female friends are really excited for this. A lot of my gay male friends also are. But I have seen more straight men get so pissed off that this is happening because they don't think it should be a reboot. There are people who are just like, just call it a sequel. Why does it have to be called a sequel and or a reboot? Why can't it just be Ghostbusters with 4 fabulous funny ladies is my question. Then, probably the one thing that got me the most excited this week, that it was announced via her Facebook page that Emma Watson will be starring in a new live-action version of Beauty and the Beast. There has been no other casting announcement made. There is no other details other than the fact that Emma Watson's gonna be Belle and she's gonna be singing, which makes me so happy because I don't know if there's any of the songs in the Cinderella version that is coming out in March of their live action movie, which kind of bums me out because that just is annoying. And there wasn't any songs in Maleficent because it was Maleficent versus Sleeping Beauty and Aurora's story. So the fact that I get to hear Emma Watson sing some of my favorite songs makes me really excited. Beauty and the Beast is probably my favorite Disney movie of all time. And there was actually a great article that I'm going to link in the description bar below that Susan Eagan actually wrote. Susan Eagan, you may know, is a singing voice of a few Disney characters, including Meg. She was also in the Disney Channel original movie Gotta Kick It Up, and she actually portrayed Belle when Beauty and the Beast premiered on Broadway. So it was a really beautiful piece where she talked kind of about like passing on the yellow dress, which just made me want to cry. So I started off the portion of TV talking about one Glee cast member's post-Glee career show, and now I'm gonna get into another one, which is about Supergirl. If you don't already know, Melissa Benoist was actually just cast as Supergirl in an upcoming CBS pilot, and I don't know anything else. I know that Ali Adler is attached to it, who some people know from Glee and Normal. I believe it's the same team who's also doing Flash and Arrow, which makes me really excited because I'm really digging the Flash right now. So congratulations to Melissa. It's gonna be a lot of fun over the next couple of months seeing what the Glee cast kids will be doing after the show finishes in 2 months, which is breaking my heart. And that actually gives us a perfect segue into what I'm going to be talking about for the music portion of today's video. Now, aside from the Glee music, which I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent about, one song that I'm really digging right now is the new Belle and Sebastian song. I got it from a free music download from Starbucks. So the song is called The Everlasting Muse. It is by Belle and Sebastian. It is from their new and upcoming album, Girls in Peacetime Want to Dance. So that makes me really excited for that album, which I will hopefully be checking out soon. Also, there were 2 tracks released from the Last 5 Year soundtrack. That movie will be coming out on Valentine's Day, I believe. They did 1 song from Jeremy Jordan, 1 song from Anna Kendrick. I will be doing a full review and breakdown of the last 5 years because I've been waiting what feels like 5 years for this movie to be made, so I'm not gonna get into that. But as I said, music I'm gonna really be talking about this week is Glee, because there was a little bit of conversation that I saw on Tumblr with the songs from this week. Now, if you're spoiler free, all these songs are out on iTunes already, so I'm not gonna be giving any context to them. I'm just gonna talk about the songs themselves. So first off, I'm just gonna start off by saying Noah's voice on Father Figure, as creepy of a song as that is so good, and I'm so angry that these newbies didn't come into our lives 3 seasons ago because, oh, I wish more people could see how talented they are. They're just really good. And speaking kind of on season 3, the Warblers are back, and the one thing I saw the most of on Tumblr recently when the songs came out was people kind of bitching about the Warbler song, saying, aren't they an all a cappella group? Why does it sound like they're using drum kits and synths and things like that? To which I'm gonna say, it's Aca-Possible to make your voices sound like that. And the 3 examples I'm going to give you of people that you need to be looking up right now if you don't believe that is possible. First is going to be Grammy-nominated Pentatonix. If you don't know who Pentatonix are, first off, you're crazy and I don't know what rock you're living under. Secondly, Kevin and Avi, who do the bass and the percussion section of Pentatonix, are insane, and there are things that they do with their vocal cords that I just don't understand. The next person that you're going to need to look up if you don't believe those sounds are possible is going to be Mike Tompkins. Mike is a musician here on YouTube. He's from Canada. He is insanely talented. He has done stuff with Pitch Perfect, so you know the dude's legit when it comes to acapella. And he does some incredible vocal percussion stuff that really does sound like hi-hats and the drums and synthesizers and those kind of electronic beats. It's possible to do that with your voice, which kind of brings me to the third thing that I was going to tell you guys to check out, which is a group from the most recent season of the Sing-Off, where the Vanderbilt Melodones won. If you haven't checked out the performance of Take Me to Church, first off, go watch it and Google it because it's amazing. But there was a group on there called A.Squared, and they were the first group on the Sing-Off to actually be able to use loopers. They were the first group to actually be able to use a looping system on the Sing-Off, which means that they were recording things live, putting it essentially into this box, and then with buttons being able to essentially remix themselves. So it is all of their own vocal tones that can really sound electronic. So yeah. And I know that there are a lot of people who are wanting the purest sounds of the Warblers from season 2, when it was done a lot by the Tufts Beelzebubs and when Bram was involved with all of that stuff. And if you don't know, Ben actually works with Pentatonix and the Sing-Off, and Ben is awesome and he's a friend of mine and I love him to death. So yeah, I get why people are missing the original crooning sounds that we got from Teenage Dream and the Warblers album. But I have to say, acapella, like all music, does tend to evolve, and it does tend to evolve now into this techno aspect of it, which is just one aspect of the mega umbrella that is acapella, and we'll probably also see a lot of that in Pitch Perfect 2, which will be coming out May 15th, I believe. So do not fret, Glee fans. I mean, is it possible that it was all acapella? Yes. Is it possible that it was music that was not instruments of vocal sounds and actual drums? Yes, which is why, as Zach Woodley said,
but it's Glee.
That is going to be it for today. If you're watching this once this uploads, this should be uploaded in time, but I'm actually going to be on a vlogger hangout with Chris Pirillo and a bunch of other people. There will be links on my Twitter as well as in the description bar below for you guys to watch, and if you catch it afterwards, there's going to eventually be changed to where you can watch the live stream as it's recorded. So yeah, links to everything that I talked about in the description bar below. Don't forget to give this video a nice big thumbs up. Check out my Patreon page that I launched yesterday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!